Hey
Hey
guys!
guys!
Let us know if you can hear us and see us. Is it in focus? Yes, out of focus.
I think it's focus. It's always very awkward in the beginning because we don't know if you guys can hear or see us. You guys watching from Ontario? Gosh, a lot of people from Canada. Canadian. Seeing here. Yay!
All
Awesome.
right.
Thank you guys. All right, cool.
Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
We try to get on here to chat with you guys every once in a while, but it's been a while since we talked to you guys personally. So thanks for showing up.
Yeah. So we're going to kind of just go over with first, where are we at? If you guys have been watching, I'm sure you saw the latest video and you know where we are. But if you haven't caught it, be sure to catch it when you get back from watching this. But currently we are in the United States Virgin Islands.
Woo!
Woo!
It's been nice being here. It's kind of weird in a sense because in St. Martin, we were very locked down, and here it's completely different.
Yeah.
Like there's just people out and about and living their normal life, whereas over there it felt like we were just stricken to the boat and there was not a lot of activity going on.
Yeah. Which it was quite a shock, but also just sorry. So we Mandy. Yes, no lockdown. I mean, we kind of here it was a little bit of a shock to our system because we came around the corner and saw people on the beach and thought, oh man, where's the police? Where are they going to come give people tickets? But it's been nice. It's not like people are really trying to break rules. There's people still wearing masks. You're not allowed in the shops without masks on. But yeah, it's been very freeing and great for our souls. It's just different being on the boat, and I think a lot of people see our lifestyle, and I'm sure some of you guys who are on boats, you know what it's like, that being out here, it's amazing, and we cannot say anything better than not being out here. I mean, we'd rather be here than anywhere, but I think a lot of people think, oh, it's just paradise, I'd rather be there on the boat. But when you're in a foreign country and you don't really speak the language that well, you don't really know what the rules are because they're not really printed anywhere. You're just kind of guessing a lot. So it's kind of it's really stressful. So making the decision to come here was really the best thing. The reason we didn't come here is because we didn't want to have to worry about going back east if and when things start opening. And we also came here in case nothing opens. We are going to head back to the United States and to the mainland. So, yeah.
And should we just get right into the big
hold on.
news?
200 people. Should we wait until 300 people show up and then we'll announce?
Okay.
Well, I'm not pregnant, y'all. Yeah. We're just going to have to let some of you guys down. We're not pregnant. But definitely letting my mom down. Yeah, so the chat is going crazy over here, you guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Polish your dough before the show. Yes. Let's kind of just say hi to a couple people while
hey.
Yeah, let's see.
Chondrites.
Right. Yeah, they were like one of the first. Build a Better World. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Hey,
Larry
Mark.
Sumner. Bob. Chondrites. Is that how are we saying that right?
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Russell.
Victoria Moore.
Yay,
welcome.
Victoria. Tom Stimmel.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Lou.
Goldie. Goldie
hey,
Adventures.
Goldie.
Some of our favorite peeps.
Hey, Ann.
Yeah. So many of you guys are tuning
in. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, Jordan and Randy.
Hey, guys.
So our friends,
Hope
we
Florida's
actually,
doing well.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So we, when we arrived here in in the USVIs, we knew a couple people, so we were able to kind of say hi and met some of our patrons. So if they're back in the States, maybe they're tuning in. I don't know if Double Star's tuning in. Hi guys.
Yeah.
But
hey guys.
Floating Freedom, who's in our crew there, they're here today too. Hi guys.
Hey Aaron.
So let's see. I'm trying not to get distracted. But we came over into Megan's Bay and met up with some people, and then we went over to another little Anchorage and met up with Tulips in the Summer. If you guys have been watching our videos, then you've seen us been hanging out with them a lot lately, and a couple other folks and some people that we met back in the Bahamas. So it's been a really fun time to kind of meet up with people. And then we had an awesome couple reach out to us on Instagram who wanted to be able to kind of show us the island because they live here. And that's Mandy and John, and I guess both of them are out here tonight. So
huge shout out to them.
Huge shout out for them.
We had chicken last night with them on the boat.
random
facts. But we'll be exploring the USVIs with them hopefully shortly.
Yeah.
So
we're excited.
And we're pretty caught up to date with videos. I think we're maybe lagging a couple weeks behind.
Yeah, our videos are now in here in USVI, so we're pretty much right here.
So if you got whatever you're seeing, we pretty much just filmed. So hope that helps with you guys, and maybe get a better feel for time frame.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys like that.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Larry.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Larry.
it, man.
For a new lure to catch dinner.
Yeah, I like to call it we cruise fish. So if we catch something on the way somewhere, then awesome. We've never really just gone out.
We do miss the times.
Purpose.
Yeah, we do miss the times. We have done it.
On other people's
boats. But we do miss the times of the Bahamas and the southern coast of Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, where they were practically jumping into the boat. But down here, we're just not having a lot of luck. And if you've seen our episodes, we catch a lot more Muppets than we're catching fish. So, hey, Warren.
Hey, Warren. Warren.
Oh, hey, thanks.
If you guys didn't know, Warren helped us out huge back when we got our crack. So huge shout out to him.
Yeah. Love it when you're current on your videos, but love all of them. Yeah, thanks, Victoria. Yeah, we try to stay on top of them, and that way we're not so far behind. But it is hard because we're always kind of go and trying to keep up with doing videos. It's difficult. Yeah.
Do you want to just give the news? I don't know if we're gonna.
It's 2:58. Don't. You guys, we'll hit 300, right? Come on. Hey, Cindy. Okay, so let's answer a couple questions. You guys questions, drop them. And
we had questions on...
We do, but we'll drop... Okay. Since these guys showed up, perfect. Can the doggo go on walks now? Yes. Oona is happily going to the beach.
I just took her to the beach.
Yeah.
It's nice because we're right next to a beach. We're actually in the Red Hook area.
Yeah.
So... it's actually really nice from what Mandy and John tell us right now because it's not as busy. There aren't that many charters. We still have the ferries running back and forth. So we'll get a wake every once in a while, but it's not too bad.
Nah, it's nothing comparable to just anchorages that we've been in that are rolly.
And we can't imagine being here during busy season because even though it's not busy, there's still quite a bit of traffic with the charters coming and going. So it would, and it's not as, I guess, this is like a big party town and there's not a lot of parties happening. What's going on? You gonna get Oona?
I'm getting the star.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know the only reason you guys are tuning in.
Make her debut. Oona bear. Oh, there she is. Oh.
Yeah. I love when she comes on. She is 15, you guys.
Yeah.
Isn't she the cutest?
She's an old girl, but she still does pretty well. We just took her to the vet.
Yep. And also, you guys, we do have an episode strictly for her coming up.
Well, it's more like we're just showing you how she lives with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
during just regular sailing time.
Yeah. We asked you guys and YouTube and our patrons to kind of ask any questions that you might have about Oona or how about living on a boat with a dog is. If you're watching this, a replay or whatever, be sure to drop us questions because we'll include them. Because for us, it's just a normal kind of day-to-day life. And I know that a lot of you guys have questions like, where does she go to the bathroom? The number one question we get.
Yeah.
And
should we tell them?
No, they'll have to tune in.
Yeah, it's a mystery.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, Mandy and John saw it firsthand yesterday. So it happens, you guys. It happens. Yes. Day in the life of Oona, yeah.
She we did have a question. I forget who asked it, but she is a German Shepherd Chow, we think.
No, she is a teddy bear fox mix.
Teddy bear fox. A lot of Brandy used to get that question a lot. People would be like, "Oh, is she mixed with a fox?"
Brandy and Jordan, almost 300! Yay! Hey, Samuel. Hazel's always yeah. She does like her I'm gonna put her down. She does like her sunnies. If she gets in the shade, she'll shake them off though. If she's on the boat,
she's not 100% with them. Yeah. We got them. Well, we had noticed as she got older.
300. Oh, almost 300.
Almost 300.
It did hit.
Let me say this real quick. As she got older, we noticed that if she was looking in the light and we went to go pet her, she would flinch, and get scared. So when we put the glasses on her or the goggles on her, she doesn't do that. She can actually see us, and we think it's helping her see better in general.
Yeah. All right. So we hit 300. It keeps going in and out. Our news is, if you guys are following along the news down here in the Caribbean, every island is closed. So the only islands we had an option to go to were here in the USVIs or do a 14-day on land at our own expense quarantine in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Or SVG is what we call it.
So
we just got news. That Grenada has opened. So we're going to go back down to Grenada. Yeah. And there are a lot of people up here waiting. They were waiting to see what was going to happen as well. So instead of making that beat like we did from Puerto Rico last year, this time we're going to leave from St. Croix and we'll have people to go with. So we'll feel a lot safer this time. And Saoirse is 150% better anyways. Yeah. So we should have no worries there.
Yeah. So
that's the big news. We're going to Grenada. We're gonna do a lot of exploring with John and Mandy, and then once we're done, we're gonna head down.
So we had the plan to go back to the Grenada because we kind of skipped a couple of islands between here and there because we were originally coming to Puerto Rico to visit my family, if you guys remember. And since that didn't happen, we ended up coming here to explore around. And then we still have Guadeloupe, Dominica, and the SVGs to do. But we also have considered doing Aruba, Bonaire, or Curacao if they were to open up. We know, I think, Curacao has a 14-day on-land quarantine as well. So what we're hoping happens is that things start relaxing a little bit more once we head down, and we'll be able to kind of do some more exploring. But we just didn't feel as comfortable going back to Florida because of the hurricane season and not being on the hard. And we just kind of just not ready to go back.
Yeah. And we got a lot more exploring to do. Mm-hmm. So that's really as far as we know what we're going to be doing. A lot of what we decide on doing, we decide within days or weeks out in advance. So we don't have that much foresight on what we're going to do.
Yeah. I think, so I think for us, because we got the croc last year when we went down, we didn't do a lot of exploring in Grenada. So we're kind of excited to go back because we were really limited and we didn't do a lot. So it's almost like we never even went. We just spent a lot of time fixing on the boat. So that's exciting. I'm like, kind of happy to. I mean, I'm happy to go back. And some other questions. If Grenada goes back into lockdown, what will you do? So currently, when we get down there, we'll have to do a 14-day quarantine.
But it's on the boat.
Yeah.
So that's where, you know, if it wasn't on the boat, then we wouldn't do it at all. We probably would head back to the States.
Yeah. We think,
thanks guys.
Thanks guys. IDK, James, and Kurt. Oh goodness, James, we're so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that stinks.
Gosh. And no, the USVIs aren't cheaper. They're actually the most expensive we've actually ever visited, and that includes the Bahamas.
Well,
some parts of Bahamas.
Yeah, like grocery wise.
Yeah.
But you know, it was free to check in and stuff.
For Grenada, so we're going to continue a little bit on that. Somebody's asking about, Ricky is asking about if any special requirements. So 14 days on the boat quarantine. Once we're done with the boat quarantine, we have to...
with the quarantine, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, sorry.
We have to be tested for COVID-19.
After we're done.
Oh, it's after?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So once we're done with the...
Brandy knows all the details.
So once we're done with the 14-day quarantine, we have to go through and get checked for... we have to take a COVID test, and if we come back negative, then I guess all is good. We have to say yes to the test, or you can't go in. So
yeah, they say basically if you don't want to take the test, then go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're gonna be waked.
You can't see it as much, but we just got waked from the.
Oh, someone had mentioned my thing.
Yeah. Are we done with the Grenada?
Oh, what else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it goes back on lockdown, I'm really just hoping that it doesn't. I think we hoped this into existence, so we're hoping that will stay not. We did contact a couple people down there, and they're saying everything's open. There is you can switch anchorages, but you need to be in another anchorage by 7 o'clock. So it doesn't seem to be super strict as it could be. So we're excited about that.
Thanks, DJ pool player.
I love it. Thank you so much. Oh.
I know a lot of you guys have commented about this thing. You know, I think it's a cyst or something, and it's slowly grown since I met Brandy.
Yeah.
Like you can even see it in our wedding pictures and stuff. But the reason that it's gotten really noticeable lately is because I've kind of messed with it. Like I've been trying to get rid of it myself, which, you know, I'm just irritating is all I'm doing. But I do have an appointment with a dermatologist in St. Croix.
Right.
But it's not till they're booked up here. I think they were booked up until June. Was it June 18th?
Yeah.
So depending on if we're going to be here or not, I'm either going to get it checked out here or down in Grenada. But all in all, it's probably a cyst, and I just want to get it removed.
Self-surgery.
Yeah, so I threatened her. I'm like, I just want to cut it
He
off.
literally had a knife to his face this morning, and I was like, no, self-surgery, yes. In Beau's case, it seems to always try to be the answer. Dr. B. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, antibiotics. See, yeah, that's same saying that. I think that's the case. Yeah.
What's that?
That it needs some.
Oh yeah, somebody has suggested like
colloidal silver, baking soda.
Yeah, so you know, I'll try those things, but all in all, probably just have to get it removed.
Warren, Warren's saying he's mentioning Millennial Falcon about then Grenada. Actually, I reached out to them, and she's saying that it's actually a little bit better now. So hoping that that's even more true. Sorry, saying.
Acid.
Are you saying that Brandy causes cysts? Because you've had it. He had it prior to me, I think. It just didn't show up. Hey, Trevor.
Bring out the best.
Hey, Marie. Oh, right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, so many of our crew, our patron crew is here tonight. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for showing up. And yep, we've heard apple cider vinegar as well. And I think
I tried heat on it, and I think that's what really irritated it. Like in some of the videos, you can really see it getting red and stuff, and it's from the heat.
But we're excited that we've got a dermatologist appointment. They're gonna have a look at it.
Yeah. So no need to worry.
Yeah.
No worries.
I know so many people have reached out, and we're so grateful for you guys.
I'm super grateful and appreciative that you guys are concerned with it and helpful with it.
Sorry. Oh, first of all, I said, hey, thanks so much, Tony and Mark. And
thanks,
Normal.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
So I don't know how many of you guys saw the last video and our new addition to the boat.
Our stowaway.
Our stowaway. Can you hear that person? Windex cures everything. Yes.
I should try that.
Okay. It doesn't look anything.
Can you guys hear him?
Yep.
He's serenading us right now.
Oh yeah, a lot of people. Yep. So
we do feel a little bad for him because he's trying to attract the mate, you know. So he's here. He's got us, but he's lonely, you know. So yeah, the cricket poop.
Hey Jim, we missed you.
Miss you, Jim.
So yeah, we feel so bad because
Alan, thanks.
Thanks, Alan. We feel bad because we can hear all the crickets.
Her.
Oh yes, treats for Boona Bear for sure. We can hear the crickets outside of the boat, and I feel so bad for them. I'm like, oh, should we go collect another cricket?
But we don't want them to multiply. So one's good.
Yeah. Okay, so questions.
Yeah, you guys got any more? Anything else for us? Do you got any?
Oh, it's hot in here.
Yeah.
It's my hair.
Sorry, guys, we're getting a little sweaty.
Can you turn it on?
I'm gonna kick on a fan real quick just to cool us down.
Can you guys hear that?
But it might be loud.
Yeah. Let us know if that is interfering with the sound. We just have this fan. Oh, Trevor!
Thanks,
You're
Trevor.
the best. Thank you. So somebody did ask recently if we've been looking at other boats or things like that. And Trevor has recently got an island packet, and we just kind of started,
looking at island packets.
Don't tell Saoirse.
Yeah.
But we kind of interested in
we're
looking
just
around.
browsing,
There's no issues. People can't hear it. Yeah.
Clip to the table. It's vibrating.
We'll put it up there. So,
okay.
Yeah. Is our boat a Pearson? She is a Pearson. What would our dream boat be?
I don't know.
A swan?
Maybe a swan or an oyster or
an oyster.
Albert Rossi. I don't know.
Yeah. Is there any big plans for the boat this year? So we kind of played around with the thought of bringing, if we weren't going back to Grenada, and it still could be an option maybe next year, that after we finish the Caribbean here, to bring her back to Florida, do some boat maintenance, and then actually ship her over to the other side instead of crossing through the Panama Canal, because we'd have to do a lot of upgrades and at least add some power to her.
Yeah, we'd have to
across.
Like, you have to be able to motor through the canal. So I don't know if we'd be able to pontoon or, raft up with another boat that has a strong enough motor, or we could just buy like a 7,500 watt generator and just use the generator to get across and then sell it when we get across.
Yeah.
There's possibilities, but we also thought, we could just throw her on a flatbed and ship her over.
Yeah, that would
which wouldn't be as fun, but
yeah, this is actually, Carol, this is a 35-foot Pearson.
Yep.
Actually in St. Thomas, that's cool. So that's where we're at. That's so neat. Yeah. She's a swing kill 71.
Yep.
Well, drop center board.
She's a girl. I don't know. We kind of just toy with like a different boat, but I don't know that we'd actually get rid of her.
Yeah. She's just has a lot of upgrades. And right now, upgrades, somebody's asking if we have any upgrades in the process. Beau is building a battery box. I don't know if that's an upgrade.
It's not really an upgrade. It's more of something that I've been putting off.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I think we have a lot of fixes that we need to get done. Like we need to get, now that we know we're going to Grenada, we need to get some things that just need to be addressed, like putting the second big pump in, getting a chain plate fixed. putting it back, or putting the new running rigging, which have we ordered that?
Not yet. Yeah, so we're also getting stuff shipped in from Amazon and all that, thanks to Mandy and John, because they're letting us get it shipped to their place.
Oh,
so.
the parties, temporary outboard. Yeah, I figured you guys probably, Randy and Jordan, I figured you guys probably had researched that since you were electric. I'm not sure why this person's not. I guess we would have to drop the mast to get her across on a flatbed, I guess.
Yeah,
Morty 46 in the cockpit and fun. Yeah, we love your boat, Sam. It's so gorgeous. We just want more beam. I want more beam. That would be great.
Yeah, Brandy wants more beam.
Is Panama a plan or a thought for now?
It's more of a thought. Just like I said, like we don't know what we're doing tomorrow. You know,
we're happy just that we know we're going to Grenada at some point.
Yeah.
So here's another thing with Grenada. So now there's kind of a list of different dates of when we're supposed to go down. And once we pick that date, we have to go straight there. There's no stopping. And at this point, there's no islands between here and there that are allowing you to stop. So we can't even throw a Q flag anywhere.
But we have a much better angle from St. Croix than we did from Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So it'll be a shorter, nicer sail.
How long have you been cruising now, and where did you start from?
So we've been cruising since, 2018? Right?
Yeah, we got the boat in 2016.
November 2018 is when we took off. We actually left with Sailor Jim on here.
Yeah.
We left from, where was that? Not Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach.
Thanks, Greg,
Florida.
for coming in. Have a good night.
Bye.
All you late nighters over in England and all the places that are really late right now, or even tomorrow.
We appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in.
But we've been cruising since then. So what, year and a half?
Yeah.
Almost,
it's been awesome.
Yeah, almost 2 years.
Any thoughts going to Barbados? Barbados is open, we've heard. There's 14-day quarantine. So it's a little bit further out there. There's not that much of a draw. Got any merchandise coming? We do actually have first we do have a Sailor Strong shirt. So when we got our crack, I kind of got inspired and made a t-shirt for just to kind of remind us that stormy seas shape strong sailors. So if you guys haven't seen that, we do have a link in almost every one of our descriptions in the YouTube channels. Yeah. So if you need that, reach out to us and we can send that over to you. But also, Miss Una is getting her own shirt, and I just got the designs finished, and I'm going to be sending it out to our patrons so they can help us finish up the designs. And I'm so excited to share it. It's really good. I love it.
Yeah, but we've chatted about like maybe getting buffs made or mugs, coffee mugs, or just little stuff.
What would you guys like? I mean, we would love to hear it. I mean, more t-shirts, mugs. We're kind of new to all this, so
yeah.
We don't even have our own t-shirts. Billy and Sarah were wearing our t-shirts before we had ours. We don't even have them because we haven't been able to get them shipped in yet. So hopefully soon.
Thanks, SB, someday.
Nice keto pizza. Yeah.
Gotta try to,
pizza pie. There is a pizza pie boat here in what town is that? I don't know if they do gluten-free though, or actually gluten-free is not even keto anyways, but maybe they'll create a keto one for us.
Or we can just buy a block of cheese and make one of those cheese pizzas.
Yeah, right. Yep. Richard, thanks for showing up. I know it's 1:30 a.m. in Holland, but he came for Una, so.
Hey, you got your fix.
I love it. I told bring some.
Did you have any questions on here?
Oh, Christmas Cove. It's in Christmas Cove. Just keto chicken curry. Just had keto chicken curry.
Ooh.
Yum. Long sleeve rash guards. Long sleeve rash guards. That sounds.
Oh yeah, I actually would like
a painter's hat.
Some of those.
Yeah, that is a painter's hat like a truck. Is a painter's hat like a trunker's hat? Is that what a painter's hat is?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yes, Marie got our t-shirt, so that's nice. Help with my crack. toilet paper.
That's a
We might
great
crack
idea.
toilet paper merch. That's an awesome idea. Yeah, actually, somebody stopped. So our friend Billy was wearing a T-shirt, and someone stopped him who was another sailor, and they're like, "Oh, that's an awesome T-shirt," because it's kind of a right now. It's really something I think resonates with a lot of us, right?
Yeah, yeah. We haven't even gotten our T-shirts yet, so
yeah,
hopefully. Yeah. Sorry.
All right, you keep talking, and I'm gonna look at questions.
Trying to think what other.
Whoa.
Oh, should we tell them about what we're gonna be installing once we get it in the mail?
Not yet.
No? Okay. No. All right. Well, we
have an upgrade coming.
We have an upgrade-ish. As long as we can get it installed and working.
Let's see.
But it's gonna make our sail to Grenada a lot easier. Idea: 2 strings, weighted cell phone holder, or whatever you're using, hung from the roof, can swing back and forth during stream without rocking.
Yeah,
that would be good. But we don't use our cell phone. But that's a good idea. Hello from Australia. Wow. Hey.
Yeah. How are the batteries holding up? That's a good thing to talk about.
Yeah, that is. Actually, I should talk about that when I do the box. But they're holding up great outside of because they're not in a box. A little bit of corrosion, so that's a whole reason to put them in the box, which is something I should have done from the get-go. But you know.
Somebody's asking, can you post the pancake recipe? My wife is dying to get it, and I can't find it. Yeah, we need it? Or the pancake recipe that you make.
Oh, yeah. I'm not keen on following recipes. I look at something, and I kind of, like, just somewhat follow it, but I don't really measure things. I kind of switch it up here and there, so sometimes it turns out great. Sometimes it's all right. Sometimes I make cucumber and eggs, and Brandy yells at me.
So gross! It's so gross. Thank you so much, Samuel.
Oh, thanks, Herman.
Nice. Thanks, Herman. Jeez. Oh, that's so nice.
Oh man,
you guys are great.
You guys, you're awesome.
Yeah. Fort Lauderdale. It's me and Beauty Mark guy.
Hey, Mickey. Have a great night.
All right. Okay. Have we heard from Billy, Sarah, and Jetty? I didn't hear from Jetty, but Billy and Sarah did contact us and said that they are doing well. So they're good. No question. Shout out on my favorite UCF nights. Yes. Both Beau and I went to UCF in Florida. And we did graduate. So
yes, you can finish.
Somebody asked, Outdoors Family. I wonder if I haven't seen them on yet. How are you guys enjoying boat life? Any regrets? Like really enjoying it?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's way harder than you think it's gonna be. But it's way more rewarding than you think it's gonna be. So it's kind of like what everybody else says. The highs are high, the lows are low. But you're gonna have way more highs than you're gonna have lows. It's really, I think because we lived aboard for 2 years to refit the boat, it really got us used to living on board. So that really helped. How long have you been on the boat? So we bought the boat in 2016, January. It was like January 3rd. And then we moved aboard in April. Yeah. And then I left the boat for a couple of months. And then Beau did a lot of just little things here and there. I didn't really get working on the boat until we took her out of the water that fall and winter time. So it was nice, and that was really helpful for Una. We actually had Serendipity, our pit bull, then too. So we were able to get them accustomed to it too. And we moved from a house to an apartment, so we kind of got rid of stuff in between that. So that was a good transition. And then we sold more and moved in. And we don't have a storage unit. I think my sister has like a box or two of pictures. And so there's nothing else. This is it. Everything on our boat is the only thing we have. And it's almost been more rewarding just getting rid of more things and more things. And each time it's
it's just like, why we have this shoes. I mean, I was talking with Mandy and John last night, and I'm like, I've got a pair of flip-flops and a pair of tennis shoes, and everything else either rusted or got moldy and you had to throw it away. So unless you're using it.
And same with tools. Like I had a ton of tools, but you know, foolishly, I was storing them out in the cockpit lockers, and they just all rusted up. So I ended up tossing like half of them. Now I keep them inside, and I try to keep them lubed up as much as I can. But you know, it's like it's almost be better to just rent them or buy them as you need and then sell them. Although it is handy when you get a crack out in the middle of the ocean, you have the tools to work on it.
Right,
so
right.
There is that too.
So, I mean, for us, I feel like I cannot imagine not living this lifestyle. It's not, I mean, there are some times I'm like, who chooses to do this? But it's, I don't know. I just feel like it's 100% in our game plan of what we're supposed to be doing.
We used to love to travel anyways.
Yeah.
So this is just a life of traveling. So
and
it's.
Sorry. I think it really hit me because when we were here, and I think I just got, well, I'm not going to ruin that, but I was just kind of looking out at the water thinking, if we go back to the States, and not that I'm, you know, fearful that if we go back to the States and we won't ever leave again, but it was just not in my mindset to be able to go back or want to go back. And just thinking, if this ever got taken away from me, I would just be devastated. I really, really enjoy it. But it's not for everybody. We have met, and somebody asked, have we met people who have been planning this forever and they get out here and they leave? And
it's just, it's not what they thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So, and you know, to each their own,
right,
kind of thing.
It's hard. It is hard, y'all. It is super hard. And you have to have great communication, and you've got to, I mean, we had no idea what we were doing when we started out. Like zero, nothing. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, the website for the t-shirt.
The website. Oh, we do have a website, right? We have a website.
We do. It's Beau and Brandy, but I don't think it's on there.
Yeah, our website's kind of always,
I don't have the blog posts part set up yet, but everything else is kind of there. I don't think the t-shirts are listed, but let me look real quick. Actually, I could just put it in the post right now.
Any plans for a new dinghy motor? Yes.
That would be fun.
Frankenstein is, oh man, I keep trying to put them back together. Still runs. I think we recently got a batch of bad gas, so he's been like puttering. But a new dinghy motor, newer dinghy motor, and a newer dinghy would be amazing. Because in that thing, we just can't explore like we want to. We can just take us all day to get there, all day to get back, kind of thing. And we can't go out in big seas or anything.
And we can't plane.
A lot of questions. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up here.
Can't believe I don't have this.
Looking for any immediate steps in Florida, major downsizing. Yeah, good on you guys, SV someday. Yeah, it takes, you know, downsizing and all that. Just baby steps. That helps a lot. If you just go from 4,000 square feet of, you know, home space to 250 square feet of tiny boat living, it's a big change.
Why is my... I'll find it, guys.
Oh, what do I put on my tools to keep them from rusting?
Oh.
So there's this awesome stuff called Corrosion X. That's a great, I guess, anti-corrosion lubricant. You can get them in most auto parts stores, at least down in the Caribbean. I don't know about in the States. I think PB Blast, actually, I just bought some stuff at Home Depot. They have a bunch of different products, one being like a corrosion resistance fluid. But yeah, that's typically what I use. I would never go back to the States. Yeah, we're trying to hold out as long as we can. I mean, we love it there, and we eventually do want to explore the States because we only know really New York and Florida. We we have done a bunch of road trips from New York to Florida, but that's like driving straight through, not really seeing the sights. Colorado's really pretty. We got family out there. But yeah, we'd love to like travel around. We hear like the northern Midwest is so pretty, like untapped nature out there.
I'm trying to get the link to you guys, and I don't know.
Sorry, I'm just rambling on.
No,
here.
I love it. Good for it.
How do you get weather updates? Yeah. Offshore, now we have an Iridium Go thanks to our patrons and our family. Our family pitched in huge for that. They got us an Iridium Go, so we will have access to grid files and text messages and that sort of thing. So we'll be way better prepared than we were the last time we went on a major offshore cruise. Brandy's.
Here we go. All right, here comes the link to the t-shirt, y'all. Oh no, that's not it. Sorry. Just kidding. Just gonna type it in. Keep talking, Libby.
Okay. What's your top 3 bucket list places you want to cruise to? Definitely the South Pacific. Brandy and I honeymooned in Fiji and New Zealand, and we want to get back there as soon as possible. As you know, relatively speaking, as soon as we feel comfortable enough to get down there. We loved it in Fiji and New Zealand. I don't know. There was something about New Zealand that was just, we got to get back there. But outside of that, I'm not too sure.
I really want to see Bonaire. I mean, Sea of Cortez.
Yeah, Sea of Cortez for sure. We've heard great things about that place. And I guess Bonaire. I'm trying to talk Brandy into doing circumnavigation, but I don't know. She's not there yet.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, she's not there yet.
There's some places I don't really need to go.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
What size dinghy, outboard HP? A lot of people have 15 horsepower dinghy motors and about, I don't know, 10 foot, 11 foot skiffs with the aluminum bottom. I think we could fit a 10 footer on the bow.
Yeah.
But that would, somewhere around there, be easier to plane, especially with the 2 of us and Oona. All right, what else? Sorry, I'm just randomly picking.
Where do you not need to go? He wants to go around.
I want to do like circumnavigate.
Like he wants. Where do I not want to go?
Well, she just doesn't want to do a lot of offshore.
But I don't want to go where? You keep teasing that you want me to go where? Around the coast of.
Oh. Cape Horn.
Yeah.
I think Saoirse could take it.
That's a negative.
Yeah, she'd be fine.
No. Next. All right.
Yeah, I was teasing her with that.
Davey and Erica from Barefoot Sail says, not a question, but good luck, guys.
Oh, thanks guys. Good luck with that catamaran that you guys just bought. It looks
if they're on.
Amazing. Yeah, if you guys are on, but looks like some work too. But
love on air. What do you do before? Okay, so actually, it's funny. James Sweeney just asked, "What did you do in your before cruising life?" Somebody else asked, "What did you guys do before your new lives as sailors?"
We kind of done a few different. We've worked on for ourselves.
Yeah.
We owned a photography business for 8 years?
Yeah. Wedding photography.
Wedding photography in Orlando. I was a mechanical design engineer for a couple different Fortune 500 companies, and Brandy, you've done
everything. Yeah,
she's done a lot of things. She's managed
16-year-olds and 8 different yogurt shops in the Northeast Coast. If any of you guys know Sweet Frog, yes, I used to be a district manager for that. And that's when we were in New York, and that's when we bought the boat. And I said, I never want to go back to the cold again to live. I'll visit for sure. Jim wants to buddy boat with us again to do the Cape.
Oh, yes. It's a date.
Wind vane or autopilot? Where's yours? We have neither.
Neither.
Nah.
You don't really need one for the Caribbean. I guess if you were doing longer ocean passages, it'd be great. And you know, people say we're crazy for not having one, but we don't know any different, and it's really not that bad. It's kind of peaceful being behind the wheel and just, you know, getting in the zone. Brandy might tell you otherwise. No, you like it? Yeah. I don't know. You throw on a podcast or something and just go. And you know, you have control the whole time. I don't know. It's cool.
I mean, I don't know if I would prefer it with her. I don't know. To me, it's just the Bahamas. I keep joking that he got me fooled because, again, we knew nothing. I knew zero. And Beau listened and researched, and I was just kind of like, yes, I want to do this.
I didn't realize I didn't know what we were if we were gonna like this when we went to the Bahamas and stuff. But in the back of my mind, I didn't think we were gonna go any further south than the Bahamas or, you know, whatever. I thought we were gonna go back to the States and then maybe fix our shop some more, but this one's like, nope, let's keep going. So
Marie, we actually entered that contest, so all the positive vibes toward us winning a high field dinghy, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be great.
What did Beau look like with hair?
Oh, yeah, there you go. I see. Yeah, actually, believe it or not, I used to have hair down to here when I was younger, in my younger teen days, or no, what was I? Early 20s. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at our wedding pictures for Beau with hair. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it stupid simple.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, our boat is definitely KISS standards. Maine is getting too chilly for me. I want to buy a boat if you guys are. Oh, thanks, Lou. All boats go wrong.
Oh.
Somebody else had asked a question.
What else? On your sheet with that. Yep,
yeah, we talked about that.
Yep.
Also, for all of you guys who are curious about what we did or how we were, all the things prior to us sailing, we actually have a video that we released actually about this time last year for our anniversary in the Dominican Republic.
And, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the story of us or something along that lines. Yeah.
We're coming up on 12 years.
Yeah. Brandy's the helming queen.
Yes, she is. She does it way better than I do.
Oh, I hope you guys win the hyper thing. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, Dan, I saw your message about that you were actually going to do the Sea of Cortez. And we've heard that the Sea of Cortez is just as gorgeous as the Pacific and the double of the sea life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong. If you choose to do so, can you anchor us in a spotted limit time? I'm not sure.
What's that?
I don't know what if you choose to do so, choose to do what?
Who? Where?
I don't know. Are we still in St. Martin? No, we actually moved to the USVIs. Oona is passed out. She's asleep over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you tune in for the replay, we pulled her up so everybody could say hi to her. But she's just right here. Let's see. Other questions. Rocky and Oona dating.
So Mandy and John's dog is named Rocky, and it's the cutest dog ever. Cuter than Oona.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit, but
yeah.
We're partial to pity or like bully breeds.
Yeah.
And he's a bully breed.
Yeah.
But he's real snuggly, and Oona sniffed him, and they get along. But Oona doesn't really care about other dogs or even people. She's kind of like a cat.
Yeah.
She just she does her own thing. She likes to go sniff areas.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
She's so easy, you guys. She's the easiest boat dog that we could have ever wished for sure. Mandy, yes. Shout out to SV Sailing Avocet now, because they are the ones who hooked us up with Mandy via cool on community line.
Yeah, and they're YouTubers too.
Yeah.
So go check out their stuff.
They're awesome.
If you guys
people.
like watching sailing channels.
Have we been to St. Croix? No, but we plan on going with Mandy and John, who used to live there, and they are going to show us a good time.
Hopefully, yeah, we can make this.
Hi from Key West. On the seal. We are currently in USVIs. I think I've already said that. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, James,
thanks.
again.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Have we seen Billy and Sierra lately? No, sadly, they left.
Yeah.
From here, they left back to the States. So we have heard that they're good. They're safe. It was a wild ride, but they're good.
You guys should definitely keep following them. They got some awesome plans in the works.
Yeah.
So. Oh, thanks, Tom. Man, again.
You guys are so awesome.
Jeez, you're awesome.
Yay. All right. What other questions do we got? What are you announcing? That was my sister. Oh. You guys, I didn't even tell my family.
Oh, man, we're the worst.
Well, we just found out, so we didn't. Sorry, Steph. All right, that was
Loving KW says they're in Bimini. Did they only post that they're in Bimini?
They were in Cat Island last time I talked to them.
Oh, I thought they made it to the States.
I don't know.
Oh.
All right, let's see.
Hey, Dennis.
Oh, Texas. Adrenaline just arrived. Yeah, it's US. They're getting pizza.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. How are we staying fit during all this?
Lots
of, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Norma.
Thanks, Norma.
Appreciate it.
As for salty dog sailing.
Yeah, I don't know. We were big into working out before we left the States. And we kind of slacked off. Yeah. Like we don't. I guess we're trying to get back into a routine, but you know, you can do anything really. Just you walking on the beach, running on the beach, lunges. You do push-ups, pull-ups, all that stuff.
We have a pull-up bar, more or less. I think our health plan is if it's not on the boat, we don't eat it. So as long as we don't really, I mean, and yes. Most of you guys know that we are keto. We haven't done a very good job recently because we were hoping to reprovision in certain places that we weren't able to. Now that is an excuse and we're able to keep continuing keto, and we just ordered a bunch of supplies. So we'll be back in full force again. Yeah. But it's very easy to do whatever you need to do. But for us, I mean, we don't drink, so that helps with keeping any weight down, I guess. I don't know.
And I think it helps with our immune system too. Like, you know, like when we used to drink, I didn't feel that great. Like, and when you don't feel that great, you don't want to work out. But when you feel good, you kind of are a little more motivated to work out.
I love libtarded. How do you say it? Libtarded. Sailor equals you get enough damn exercise. I mean, Beau is our windlass. I mean, he's got.
Sometimes I pull that thing up a couple times a day.
And we are standing behind the helm the whole time. We're walking, we're swimming.
Yeah, we're pretty active.
It's very active.
But diet is huge. Like, we've always tried to focus mostly on diet. You know, that's what
Sam's pointing out a very good thing. I mean, we're constantly using our core because right now we're trying to sit up straight for you guys, and our boat is rocking. Or you can tell by the wind catcher, and we have to use our core. So yeah.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Phil. That's very sweet. I am still yes, we still are. Tony Mendez from New York. We are still keto coaches. So if any of you guys need,
you guys know anything about ketones or ketosis?
Yeah.
No, actually, my dad's got a whole ton of
our supplies and
our
stuff.
supplies, our ketone supplies that he's going to ship down. So we'll be drinking that stuff again.
Somebody is asking, we hear that YouTube takes a big chunk of the donations. Yes, you can actually find us on PayPal under Sailing's, well, 1 second. I'll get a nice link for you guys because it's for you guys to spell Saoirse. Do you guys like the fact that we switched our name from Sailing Saoirse to Beau and Brandy? Does it help with the spelling? All right.
Sorry, we're not looking at you guys right now. We're staring at a screen here, a checklist.
Why is it? Where is it?
What are you looking for?
The link. Here it is. All right, it's coming at you guys.
Yes.
If you guys, somebody asked here, if you want to send a donation, that would be a link that you don't have to use YouTube. If you
and thank you so much to everybody who has given us donations. We really appreciate it. And we hope that, we're hopefully, providing some entertainment for you guys, just, and maybe you guys are getting some good ideas from us and what to do, what not to do.
So, I think,
oh, thanks, James.
Oh, James, I forgot to ask a question. If you pick another boat, what would you look? Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like the change. And I know that there's another sailing Saoirse now, which
I
was like, great name. But what other boat? I don't know. What would we look for? Now that's a good question.
We would look for all of the niceties.
Well, not even that. It's more like beam, rolling, furling.
Yeah,
a Dodger.
When we bought this boat, it was literally like bare bones project boat, and we didn't add much to it. We just got it sail ready.
Yeah.
So we would look for a boat that is cruising ready, like a boat that's got a Dodger, roller furling, water maker, like that water maker that we got from Tom and Anita. Huge. It was like a game changer. Like, we love that thing.
Yeah.
But it makes cruising more enjoyable when you have all this other stuff to help you cruise, like an autopilot or a wind vane. I'm sure we would use it all the time and we would love it.
Yeah.
We don't know any different, so that's why we say hand steering's fine.
I mean, now granted, if we were to go to crossing, we would want it, and I mean, it would have been huge to come in handy on some of our other big passages. But then again, like when we came down from Puerto Rico to Grenada, we balanced the boat, and that was our longest passage.
Yeah. But, maybe a little bit of a faster boat would be nice.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She averages probably 4.5 knots.
On a good day.
On a good day. Most boats, I think, average 5 knots. Sailing wise, like we would, even if we did get a boat with a diesel motor, we would still try to sail it like we sail Saoirse, like with an electric motor.
And Marie, Brandy, who cuts your hair, always looks so good. Oh, I do. I haven't had my hair cut since we left a year and a half ago. That's, thank goodness for curls, I guess. Oh, that's so nice.
Beneteau 36-1.
Catamaran, we love our friends' catamarans. We love being on catamarans, but we really like sailing monohulls.
Yeah, we like the heel. We like, I don't know. It's just, I'm not sure. I think catamarans they definitely take that comfort level up a notch. Yeah. So if that's what you're looking for, then, they're great for that.
We do have any on.
They are faster too, though, but it's a different type of sailing. You don't get the heel and all that, which we like.
Yeah. So someone's asking, a couple people are asking if we have a wish list.
Oh,
we do, but I don't know.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. But we only have 2 things in it, guys, like a gimbal and a scan disc.
Oh, the gimbal, that would be huge.
We should create one like that. It's just, yeah, like
we're always trying to kind of improve our video style and make it better for you guys, more enjoyable for you guys to watch. So we think a gimbal would help.
Huge, because like you're seeing things move, and when we're on the boat and we're trying to do horizon shots or things like that, a gimbal would be amazing. And when we're walking or on the dinghy, we're always trying to make it a step better. And things like adding more RAM to our computer to make our computer faster, because we're doing a lot of underwater editing for our underwater shots. And speaking of, I did want to ask, for all of you guys who watch our videos and first, if you I just read today, if you haven't subscribed, hit the bell and got notifications, you won't get our notifications come up, especially for lives, which are really weird. So make sure that you're subscribed, you've got your bell on, notifications are available. Just as a reminder.
Yeah, it seems like YouTube every once in a while like unsubscribes people
it's
for
really
some
weird.
stupid reason. So.
But where was I going? I don't remember where I was
You were
going.
asking about the underwater.
Oh, underwater. Would you guys like just a straight up a segment, a video on its own of just underwater,
like compilation and with music.
Like just good music and thank you. S.E. Thile, homie pipes. Thanks.
Thanks.
you guys are so good. Yeah, so our wish list is very short. Somebody's asking if we had any sailing experience prior to buying the boat. Zero.
No. Actually, our first sailing experience was there's a video on it. When we took Saoirse out into the ICW and raised the sails for the first time. I don't know. It's just once we did that, like I felt like that was what we were meant to do.
And
like,
honestly, having that no autopilot, it forced us to be behind the wheel and really feel the wind, especially for me. Like,
yeah, it helped Brandy learn a lot
time.
faster. Yeah.
That's probably why you see me behind the helm a lot, because I need to feel like I'm.
Thanks, Robert.
Feeling the boat, and it just helps me learn more, I guess. So yeah, thanks, Robert. Oh yay, thanks, Goldie.
Yeah, Brandy kills it on the underwater videos. She's been doing she's been color correcting it so that it's not just blue. Like she tries to bring out all those colors, but it does take forever because it just like bogs down the system. But she's been doing a great job with it.
Is that where we ran aground by the marker? Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, I don't think we set up sail that day, did we?
When
we ran aground on the marker, right outside of the channel, or right outside of our.
We ran aground a couple times. Oh, and then one of the wires fried up, but we didn't show that. We didn't show that on YouTube
because it was really late and we didn't.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
I
don't remember.
Yeah.
And ours good. Marriage on the cards. We are married.
Oh yeah, we're married.
We're married.
Well, it'll be 12 years in a couple weeks.
Thanks, guys. Have either of you been models?
Yes.
That's how we met. But like a really like far cry from true models, y'all.
Yeah, so like back in college days, I used to have hair.
I used to have hair.
Brandy it was her second time modeling down in Orlando for her hair. And the only paying model gig that I got was modeling at the same show. So that's where we met, modeling our hair. Believe it or not.
That's our stint of modeling.
that was it. That's the only modeling we've done.
Thanks again.
Thanks, James.
I'm assuming the IDK is I don't know James, but we would we're glad that you're here and that we know you now. We're James. I'm a pilot but scared of heights. Huh. Gonna be late. I hate going up the mast.
Oh yeah.
Weird thing. I'm a pilot but scared of heights. Yeah.
Well, it's different.
It's
like when you're in a plane, like you feel like you're in full control.
Yeah.
And then, although I don't know, it's a little different when you're hanging from a piece of string, or a piece of rope.
Well, it's nice when the person who I'm sure maybe some of you guys have seen the episode where somebody threatened not to let me down.
Jokes, all jokes.
I've been seeing your Instagram picture of kissing and falling off the boat. Yeah, there's been a couple reposts. Time to post the modeling pics. How's the bow since the repair?
Great. It hasn't cracked.
Yeah.
No, I think the repairs are pretty solid. But I'm no marine engineer. Or even, I guess I'm somewhat of a handyman. But
he is an amazing handyman, y'all. Like he's impressive. He just he just like, it literally blows my mind that he'll go out there and start working on something. And it's like, how do you even know how to do that? Like, he's not researching anything. He just knows how to get in there and do it. No, I
YouTube
barely,
everything.
Barely.
That's all I do.
How often do we have to go up the mast? A lot.
Yeah, we'll go up maybe once every couple of months.
Yeah,
We
I like
probably
going up
should
the
go
mast.
up more. You know, just to check everything. But
hi from Puerto Rico.
thanks, Mike.
I can't keep up with you guys. We can't keep up with all these questions. You guys are keeping them coming. Question: you've done the Bahamas and the Caribbean. Do you feel the rest of the Caribbean compares to the Bahamas? I feel like they have their own
vibes,
their own like
pros and cons,
uniqueness.
Right?
Yeah. The Bahamas, we loved the Bahamas. We absolutely love the Bahamas.
From a nature standpoint,
from a quiet standpoint too, don't you think? Yeah. Like the Exumas, mostly the northern Exumas.
Yeah, and you know, there is culture there when you seek it out, but you're more secluded in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Whereas down in the Caribbean, there's a lot more. You're in the bigger cities, so there's a lot more. You're immersed in the culture more.
Yeah.
And we kind of we took to that seclusion when we were in the Bahamas
because we were brand new to it, and I think it was the idyllic thing that we had going in our head of what the sailing life was going to be like. But then we became more and more involved in the community, and it's taken on a whole new life since we've been down here in the Caribbean. And then once we crossed from the Bahamas, and there's so many different, like the sea life in the Bahamas, like fishing wise is a lot better than that we have found down here in the Caribbean.
There's some spots here and there, but for the majority, you can pretty much go anywhere in the Bahamas and jump in the water and just see a lot of stuff.
It's just been like there's just the mountains in the Dominican Republic when we came around the corner, the volcanoes that we've been to.
Cool.
Like it's just, I don't know.
It's all different.
Somebody did ask where our favorite place was, and on it, hands down, was Barbuda. I mean, if you guys haven't seen that episode, the pink beaches there, it was gorgeous. The water was like the Bahamas, but different. It was just so beautiful there.
And we had the seclusion that we really liked.
Yeah.
So, another wake. Hold on to your hats.
Oh, man. All right. We've been on for an hour and 7 minutes. Fire off some questions if you guys have them, and we'll try to do our best.
Oh, will you be meeting Dan and Kika again sailing more? Maybe.
Gosh,
probably.
we hope so.
Yeah.
They're really far away, but we really, really hope so.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much news they announced on that. Okay.
Yeah. I would hope to see them again really soon.
Yeah.
But gosh, I don't know. They're really far away. I don't know what their plans are from up north, but we do keep in contact. So
that's
we love them.
One thing that we noticed right off the bat about sailing is the community. Like the sailing community is amazing. I don't know that we've ran into someone that we didn't like sailing. So like just I don't know, being immersed in this culture it's refreshing and it's nice to be in.
James, we do have apparel for sale. I actually just posted a link.
A what?
A link.
What sale?
If we have apparel for sale.
Oh, apparel.
Where will we go for hurricane season? That's what we announced today. We're actually going to Grenada.
Yeah, some of you guys came on late.
Yeah, no worries. Have we taken sailing courses? No.
But we do what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
And I think we've mentioned that in the past. I'm kind of a just bullheaded kind of, I just get into it without really thinking about things sometimes all the way through. So I get in trouble, but also in the same sense, I learn really fast that way for me. So
more hands-on.
Yeah, more hands-on, kind of just go.
Yeah.
So it would probably do me better to take a couple steps back.
Look like we're going through it real quick.
take a couple steps back. That being like maybe it would have been good to go out and get lessons. Although we did get lessons from Sailor Jim.
Well, yeah, Sailor Jim was huge. Like,
so
he was our
lessons.
He was 100. I mean, we didn't go to like a sailing school, but like we went to school of Sailor Jim, Uncle Jim, Hard Knocks. Like he definitely helped.
And he took it took us out on our boat. So, you know, he kind of showed us the ropes literally on our boat, which was super helpful.
Yeah. Is Georgetown too crowded? I didn't think so. We were there twice. We were there.
It can get busy
during regatta for
really
sure.
Really busy, but it's so big that everybody's so spread out. And everybody hangs out on their boats, so the town doesn't really get that busy.
Yeah. Is the plan to stay in the Caribbean for another year at least? Yeah, for sure. Hey, I gave you one lesson.
Hey, that's all we needed. It was perfect.
We have met Ryan and Sophie. We met them in St. Martin. Oh my gosh, we're so sad though because we were on the outside of where so they are in the lagoon in St. Martin. So in St. Martin, there's the big island, and then there's a little hole that is a lagoon that people can go in and out. But once we got in lockdown, we never went into the lagoon. We were up north, the northwest part. So we weren't able to go into the lagoon to see them anymore. So we sadly didn't get to see them, and hopefully we'll meet up with them. They're going to stay in the Caribbean, I think. So hopefully they have some, they don't really know.
Yeah, they're kind of like everybody else, it's all up in the air.
Ryan and Sophie is another sailing channel too. Yeah. They're great. Oh my gosh, they're great.
Yeah. We thankfully got to hang out with them. Yeah. No worries. Double stars on.
Oh, hi!
Yeah, hey guys.
We just mentioned you guys. Well, we mentioned you guys.
Earlier.
Yeah, earlier. Yeah. Yay. Do we plan on going to this? Do we plan on going to Europe? Yeah. Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't really like being cold.
Thanks
night,
for
Richard.
everything.
Una says night.
She's already passed out.
Yeah, she's doing great.
Yeah, I don't know. We've heard mixed reviews on sailing Europe, so we're kind of if we do, it's going to be later down the road.
Did we watch any sailing channels before we decided to buy the boat?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I think that's how we got the idea of sailing. When we were up north, we were working opposite schedules, and we would watch Netflix when the other one was working or whatever. And somehow we started one of us started watching sailing channels. Yeah. And it suggested those same channels to the other person, and we both kind of collectively came together and were like, hey, we're kind of miserable doing what we're doing, the 9 to 5 stuff. Let's try the sailing thing. So we made a little plan that went out the window, and then we bought this boat like sight unseen and packed all our stuff up and moved down.
How did we shower before the water maker?
Showers. What are those? No, I'm just kidding. Same way we do now. We just heat up a little bit of water. We use like about a gallon per shower, so we don't use a lot of water.
Except for when this happens.
Well,
so I just take both of ours.
Yeah. So, and we just shower out in the cockpit. A lot of people do that, even though they have showers in their boats. They say
heat
that
and humidity and
if you shower in your boat and you don't have good ventilation, then you can easily get mold and all that stuff. So. See the little
Cape Horn.
Alex and Manny, pretty awesome, great videos, commentary, editing quality. Check them out.
Is it possible to be
See the little things?
See the little things?
Yeah, it's a different sailing channel.
Okay,
I'll have to check them out. Thanks, Michael.
Is it possible to be a solo sailor? Do we have any solo sailors on the chat right now?
Sailor Jim. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very possible. We've met plenty. Women, men, no children yet. But yep. Actually, there was a 16-year-old or something, or 14-year-old that did Around the World or something.
Oh, that was way back.
Yeah.
That was like 20 years ago.
Do we smell better since the water maker? Probably so, yeah. But I mean, you got to think, I mean, most of the time we're swimming, we're in the water. So, I mean, not that salty showers are great, but
yeah,
we're pretty clean. I mean, we're not like
running
marathons every day.
We tried to not have that sailor stench, but you know.
Have we ever been caught in a bad storm while at sea and it scared the bejesus out of you? 100%, and it was the very first night that we crossed the Gulf Stream and hit the Bahamas.
Yeah, Jim, you remember that?
Yep.
At West End.
Yeah, that was scary. We had no idea what we were.
Yeah, that back then we had literally no idea what we were doing, and when we got to West End, the wind had clocked from I think it was from the south to the west. And it just hit us hard. So that was our first experience, and we've experienced, I don't know, I'd say a handful more of bad squalls, but they don't last long, and as long as you can see them and prepare for them ahead of time, you'll do fine.
Yeah.
It's at nighttime when you can't really see them. We don't have radar, and we hit one of those going through the Windward Passage, and that's when we ripped our mainsail. And that was a pretty scary event.
Yeah.
But it's like everything else. You assess the situation, try to handle any problems that are happening, and just wait it out.
Somebody else asked about merchandise. If you guys wanted to look at merchandise. Yes, actually, USVI Sail Away is here, and we've already met up with them. We actually knew
Eric
those
and
guys.
Lauren, yeah, those guys are awesome. We met up with them before we left.
Yep. Yeah.
Lauren.
And Ryan Adventures, actually, I think Jessica and Ryan already left to go back to the States, so we didn't get to meet them. And yes, it was Laura Decker that I was speaking about being this person.
I was thinking of somebody else.
I wish you 10,000 or 100,000 subs by this time next year. Yes, that'd be fantastic.
Zero.
Double Star, you guys, we're going to Grenada.
Yeah, sorry, we're not going to sail the East Coast with you guys. Yeah. But I'm sure you guys will have an amazing time. Do you use a sextant, or are you all electronic? We're all electronic. We don't have a sextant. We use Navionics. But it would be cool to learn. I've heard Andy Schell on 59 North talking about, I think he teaches a class on how to use the sextant. That would be pretty cool. First episode of yours watched was the one where you were taking on water, and I was impressed by the way you both handled it. Loved all of them. Love them since. Yeah, thanks.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it, Frank.
Yeah, we don't really wish that experience on anybody. And if you guys are getting a boat or have a boat, or thinking about getting a boat, just go ahead and buy a gallon of underwater epoxy.
Yes, get a lot of underwater epoxy. If not for yourself, buy it for other people that might need it. That was a mindset that I never really had until that happened. Is having extra stuff for other people, not just yourself. So, and I think that's a great philosophy. Just be there to help somebody.
Other than, is it true that Kiko's the only one who's pregnant? I haven't heard any news. Have you not noticed too much? I have not noticed you doing much island exploring on abandoned places. Any plans for that?
Oh, maybe.
Here, I don't know about here, but we did.
Well, those are all
a lot of islands. I mean, a lot of islands are actually populated, so we're hoping to get some of the little smaller islands.
We tend to stick to water stuff. We don't do a lot of land. We will do some land stuff here and there, but mostly it's water, diving, that sort of stuff. We love being in the water, so.
Yeah. What up, Ken?
Hey.
How hard is the transition from living from land to the boat?
It wasn't hard for us because we lived on the boat on the land.
Yeah.
For so long.
We like to say we lived in the tree house for a while when our boat was up on the hard. So that definitely helped. And I highly recommend that for anybody. If you have an opportunity to live on board before just kind of getting up and sailing, although I'm sure it's possible, it was way more of an easier transition for us.
Yeah. Is there a specific take of epoxy? I think any underwater brands you can find, it would be fine. I'm sure, you know, some tout better quality than the others, but I'd say just do your research on that. I don't have a specific brand that I would get. I think the brand that we have is not a name
something we got
brand.
in Grenada.
Yeah.
But Water Splash, oh gosh. It's on Amazon. I could give you a link, but it'll take me forever to find it. If you go to the video that we did about the crack and even talking about it, I put a link in there of the Splash Zone, I think is what it's called.
That is my brand.
Yeah, Splash Zone. Yeah. We actually wear contacts and glasses. How do you handle using them? Don't they get wet and salty? Well, yeah. I mean, more or less when we go, like, when we switch, and it's mostly when we're easting. Like, I remember leaving when we headed down to Grenada from Bahamas. We pretty much you east the whole way practically to Grenada. But I remember, like, sunglasses, and we're constantly cleaning our sunglasses off. We're at night shift. You're taking your contacts out, and you're going with your glasses, and we just kept I just kept like a napkin in my pocket, and I would just have to wipe them off. And we're constantly asking each other, like, do you need to wash glasses off? And that was pretty much kind of how we handled that.
Yeah, but if you have a Dodger, you probably won't get as much spray.
I did find my sunnies; they were hidden because I messaged Double Store because I thought I left them on there.
Oh.
What keeps you guys? I wish I could understand what.
And then Uber to the airport, 20 meters away. Can't stop watching.
Oh.
How did you save for the adventure of a lifetime? If you don't mind me asking.
So we kind of we worked and we still work online. So it's been kind of just a work as we go sort of thing.
Yeah.
So,
and you know, YouTube now is our primary income. Yeah. So this is how we keep it going. Yeah. But before YouTube was because it's taken a long time to get to this point where YouTube will actually support us to continue.
And it's a very, like, and our patrons, you guys, all of you guys who are watching and are our patron crew, we cannot thank you guys enough, because it's honestly your support that really, really helps move us forward in this journey, and especially continuing doing our videos and our production. Yeah. So,
but that's pretty much how we pay the bills now.
And
prior to that, it was, we owned the business. Right?
Yeah, we still own, we're keto coaches. So we did a lot more of that prior to starting sailing and kind of into the sailing, but the YouTube really just, our channel became a priority because this is what we love to do. I mean, we love doing this. Yeah. So I've been trying to do more editing because Beau needs to do more work on the boat. So a lot of the episodes that you guys are seeing, it's going to be with Beau helping. I would love what app do you use for wind and weather?
We use a couple. Windy. Yeah. We also use, Wind Finder.
Yeah. Mostly Windy.
NOAA for weather. We also use Predict Winds. We kind of bounce through all those, and then we look outside and say, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. 90% distilled water and 10% alcohol for wiping our glasses off. That's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
Fresh water. Yep. Windy, just cold.
We use Premiere Pro to edit video. It's it can be simple or robust. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot you can do with it, or you can just keep it simple. We tend to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Windy is gold.
Oh wait, what keeps us motivated? Where do you see yourselves in 2 years?
Hopefully in the South Pacific. Maybe see a Cortez somewhere.
I think for us, it's just the traveling. It doesn't, I don't know.
Yeah, just
where do we see ourselves in 2 years? Gosh, that's really hard. When you're out here sailing, you're like, I don't even know what I can do tomorrow, to be honest. Like, us knowing that we're going to Grenada is a huge relief because of hurricane season. But for in 2 years.
And it depends on all this COVID stuff. Like, who knows if it's going to change the way that a lot of these countries do things.
Right.
We don't know.
Yeah.
So that might have a huge
That's a really good question. I mean, just being out here motivates us. Meeting all the people who are in the community motivates us. You guys following our adventures helps us. I mean, it's just, there's nothing like it. I never ever thought, did you think that it was going to be like this?
No.
I never thought it was going to be this rewarding. It's just, you have this idea in your head of what it's going to be like. And if you would have told me like 5 years ago, 5 years ago, yeah.
Well, put it this way.
12 years ago, no, what?
Put it this way, we're never bored.
Yeah.
Like, there's always something new to do or something to do. Like, yeah. We're never just lounging around like, oh man, it's so boring. Like, I don't know, it keeps us busy.
And the good thing is if we get somewhere that
it's satisfying.
If we don't like where we're at, we move. That's a good thing. And we have our whole house with us, so we can, get up and go.
It's like no limitations.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't have any restrictions. It feels like that, at least.
You want to adopt a 50-year-old kid?
Sure.
Who has the better fishing skills, Beau or Brandy?
Brandy won't. She won't touch the fish or reel the fish. Well,
I want to reel a fish in, but I'm usually helming, and he's back there like fighting the fish, and I'm like, let me do it next time.
Next time, we'll get her on film.
Bye, Jim.
See you, Jim.
I see you guys in Sailing Genius soon.
What's that?
What is Sailing Genius?
Is one of the worst habits of the children they have.
It's a lot of.
Whoa!
What's happening?
All right, skip through all that.
Yeah.
Repeat. I think it's repeat.
Maybe on accident.
Yeah.
You should put a link on how to become a patron.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, thanks. Here is our patron link. In 1 second.
We really would like to have somebody who could help moderate.
Yeah.
Somebody who asked about our patrons. If you guys want to check more about Patron, it's right there. I've been doing some captain's logs, so every time we move somewhere, we kind of give an insider scoop. Patron always has the first look of all the things that we do, so we love our family here.
Someone's asking about emergencies. If we have plans, not really. Just plan on hopefully not getting hurt.
Out of country.
No, most places that you're at have very good facilities. We don't have insurance or any of that stuff. So yeah, I'm a if I cut myself, I'll tape it up with duct tape kind of person.
Thank you, Big T. You got children. We have Oona, our furry child.
Somebody's asking if I'm a man of color. No, I'm just dark, just tan.
Yeah.
I guess I'm Caucasian, but I just tan really easy.
Maybe Elon Musk can build a new sailor scene. That would be fantastic. Cheers to Denver. What's our plans next? That's what we are talking about here today. We are going to Grenada. This is a good question. Where'd it go? What percentage of wake hours do you overall spend on the boat, water, beach, or inland normally when there's no lockdown? So, because of our channel and all the work we put into it, we spend
15% exploring and doing stuff. The other most of the time we're in here on our computers,
editing,
boat work, editing, provisioning,
yeah,
washing
clothes,
maintenance,
bucket laundry, cleaning the house, walking Una. If it wasn't for Una, we probably would spend
we probably want to go to shore.
Very small amount on the beach.
Like she's the reason we get to shore at least twice a day. So
yeah, she's good. What do you do to stay awake, focus on long passages? We listen to podcasts, music. Thank you for keeping me entertained. You're welcome, Two-Wheeled Land Pirate. I love it. That is such a good name.
He's super American. Yeah.
Paper towel and blue tape for bandages. Yep, that would be Beau.
That's me.
Yep.
It's kind of how I grew up. That's my mental. Some people might not agree with it.
Wow, the Philippines. That's awesome. And Ottawa. Wow, you guys. What time is it there? Tomorrow? It's got to be tomorrow. Hey, Francisco.
Hey.
Hurricane season starts in 1 month. What's the next one? So we are...
Well, it's different down here with hurricanes and stuff.
Yeah.
Being from Florida, we're
pretty used to hurricanes.
Yeah, we're used to hurricanes. That doesn't mean that they don't happen earlier or later. So, we just are more diligent at checking weather now than we are when it's not hurricane season. So, but we are planning on getting down south to Grenada very soon.
Yep.
He's super glue. I'm married to a doctor. Yes. See? See? Yes. Those are my people.
Gorilla glue.
Hey, where there's a will, there's a way, right?
Do you mind when a follower shows up at your boat and offers to buy you lunch or a beverage?
Actually, it's never happened. So, hey, come on over. Yeah, we'll welcome you. No, I don't know. You guys might think we're
crazy. I don't know.
We're small peanuts, small potatoes. What do you call it?
Yeah.
So, but
bye, Double Star.
See you guys.
We miss you already.
Have fun in the States.
10:30 here. 10:30 a.m. Yep. So it's Monday in Australia, right?
Boat dude's asking about another language. Yeah, it can be challenging if you only know English like us. But we use Google Translator, which sometimes does an okay job.
It's gotten us by. I mean,
it gets us by.
There's no reason that we haven't been able, none. I mean,
and most people speak English.
Yeah.
So you can get by.
The hurricane season this year starts November 1st. I was listening to them just now when it's swimming off in close to Florida as we text. So I know we were watching. It seems to be kind of starting a little bit earlier, so we're kind of keeping an eye on that, and we can make a run when we need to. We're able to come to Grenada.
And what they're predicting 16 named storms.
Yeah,
8 of them are supposed to hit Florida.
We haven't started growing fresh herbs, but we actually just ordered some microgreens. So we're going to do microgreens, and then we do sprouts on board.
Yeah, sprouting's real easy. Yeah. It doesn't take much water.
We have not met Good, Bad, and Ugly yet, so I don't know where they're going to go or what they're doing now. Hey, guys. What up, guys, from upstate New York?
Hey.
Way upstate, right near Canada. Just commenting, can't believe you guys are still after your boat almost in. Congratulations, and you're both safe.
Thanks, Zach.
Zach?
Sorry.
I know that happened a while ago. Live the charm. Woo, from Alaska.
Oh, we love Alaska. It's so pretty up there.
Sailing instructor.
Nice.
Yeah. It seems like more people keep coming in. And
probably seeing it
on the hour or half an hour.
Right.
That's funny.
Do you have a backup plan just in case you decide you're done sailing? Yeah, if we didn't want to sail anymore, we would probably do the like land cruising, whatever it's called.
I would bring up Oona to show you guys, but she's totally passed out right now. On to
Hey James.
Thanks
James,
man. Have a good flight.
Yeah.
I definitely have to go now. Oh.
Well, at least you'll get a whole row to yourself, hopefully.
Yeah. GBU is heading to the Views Virgin Islands. Oh, then maybe we'll see them.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
We'll have to try to hook up with them.
Taking any crew for any passengers. Gosh, it's just.
I don't know.
We're so small.
Maybe
it's really
we'll
hard
take
to
Manny and John. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we've never really talked about having crew. Good friends of ours are going up to Maine from here, and they just met with their crew, but they're on a. I don't know how big
they're on a cat.
They're on a catamaran. Yeah.
We don't have. We're just one berth, so it's really hard. Like when we've had Beau's brother come and visit, it's really tight. And with Oona too, it's just more difficult for a longer passage. If we were to do a longer passage, say like to the Pacific, we'd have to work something out if we stay on this boat.
Yeah.
Hey George, have we tried kiteboarding before? We have tried kiteboarding.
Brandy's tried kiteboarding.
Have I? You didn't try?
You wouldn't let me, remember? Yeah.
Because I was like almost killed myself.
So we have really good friends who kiteboard, and they were instructors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brandy went first, and she didn't do so well. So
I bit it. It was not good.
We didn't have insurance at the time, so she's like, "You are not doing that,
Mandy."
To me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We probably shouldn't be doing this either.
Yeah, right. That's all we need.
What do you think was your biggest challenge? Ooh, that's an amazing question.
I'd say it's just keeping on track day to day. So if you just do one little thing towards your goal,
not getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, one little thing towards whatever goal it is that you have day to day. Just it could be just even thinking about it. Just keep doing that day to day, and whatever it is, you'll get it done.
Yeah.
I would say that's probably the hardest thing. Is just staying on track and doing something towards that.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it, man.
I'm gonna guess it's Jorge or George. Probably Jorge. Maybe.
How old is Oona?
She's 15. Yeah. Do you guys hear the cricket? Oh wait.
Nope.
He's not cricketing right now.
He's probably moving around.
Do you plan to stay in the whole season in Grenada? Ideally, we get to Grenada. This is like Brandy's dream. Ideally, we get to Grenada and everybody else is like, all right, this is over. Borders are open and we can go anywhere we want. So ideally, we would go to Grenada, check in, do all of our things there, and then do SVGs, Guadeloupe, Dominica, while hurricane season is about. So we can kind of always go back in. James! I don't have the cockpit to myself midway there. I did get packets. Won't be able to. How much meteorology did you study?
0.
None. No.
Yeah. We probably should. We should know a thing or two about highs and lows and, the dust off of Africa, how that affects the hurricanes.
Just curious, one man to another. Is it shaved or is it laser? Gosh.
Oh, I wish it was laser surgery.
That'd be great.
Man, no. I this is freshly shaven today. Yeah. So, but as you can tell, like it's pretty scarred up. I think I jammed it into something the other day and got another scab or scar. So, you bleed more when you got it nice and shiny like this.
SV Caterpillar, you guys going to Grenada? Where are you guys at now? Don't tease me. Sign me up for crew. Oh, thanks for the hugs for Oona. I love that you spelled her name right, Alan. So a small fun fact, and I know I've teased you guys about this before, that Oona, where did she get her name? And a lot of people ask because we have an Irish name or Gaelic name for our boat, Saoirse, and then Oona is also Gaelic. but I actually got her name off of one of my favorite movies, which is Legend. With, I don't know, have you any of you guys ever even seen the movie Legend? It's got.
I had never seen it before I met her.
It's like super old. So it's like Tom Cruise's very first movie. It's like unicorns and darkness and what's his name's in it? Tim Curry is darkness.
It's a chick flick.
It's like completely like fairies and stuff, but one of the
Yeah.
fairies' name was Oona, and that's how I got it. Can you navigate by the stars? Man, I wish.
That would be
Honestly,
awesome.
that was where that would be something I would love to
That would
learn.
be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're we're very reliant on technology.
Oh, they're in LeBron. Okay, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Are you coming straight to the USVIs, or are you going to go from LeBron to?
I'm a legend. Nice,
I love
Robert.
it.
Yes.
So good. Gosh, hi from Italy.
Oh, wow. Hey. Asia? I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your name just like I butcher every other name that I can't say.
What does the name of your boat mean? Sersha means freedom.
Yeah. Instead of calling her Freedom, we liked Sersha way better.
Sailing Someday, ASA is offering celestial navigation classes online currently. Ooh,
Oh, cool.
that's cool. Maybe I'll look into that. Do that in my spare time.
Yeah, right.
It's so hard. That's the thing. Stop briefly in USVIs, but need to get to Grenada. Yep. 15. Wow, that's off, isn't it? Yay.
Thanks, Jorge. Hello from Clearwater.
Wow.
Hey, sweet. That's my old stomping grounds. See that you have held up. Selling my Pearson. Bought a Gulfstar 36 motor sailor. Nice.
Yeah.
Hope to be back out on the water soon. Good on you, man. Yeah, Gulfstars, those are good motor cruisers from what I hear. Ooh, Omaha. Oh,
Chadsport, Pennsylvania.
That's a pretty area.
Indian Rocks Beach. Omaha, you went there?
Yeah, I went there for work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do 5 more minutes, guys. Light up the chat, and then we're going to go ahead and go because we've already been on for an hour and 40 minutes.
Thanks, Joni.
Thanks, Joni. Hey, GC.
Hey, GC. Hey, Ken. What time do you guys turn in?
Oh,
for the
there's
night?
no ritual, guys.
Yeah,
Not
no
like
ritual.
some of these sailors out here are like, oh, it's 7 o'clock. Time for bed.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wish.
Oh, thanks, James.
Hey, thanks, James.
Oh, appreciate it, man.
Oh,
Sharing your travels is priceless. Gift to us. Can't thank you enough.
That's very nice.
Wish the best in your future adventures. Thank you
Eric.
so much, James.
Don't go. I just got here. Yeah, no, we like, especially with the editing, and I'm a night owl. Beau tends to be, and we have no.
We're all over the place. Yeah. Which is probably not good from a health standpoint, but you know.
Hey, Steven. Hey, Specialty K.
Hey, sailing painkiller. Nice.
Yeah. There's some questions up here, I think. What are your plans for after the live chat? Relaxing? Editing?
You're going to edit? I was going to suggest the movie, but I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's Sunday. We gotta get editing done. Ooh, Orlando. That's where Brandy and I met.
Stomping grounds.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that.
That's the game.
Do you guys get seasick?
No. We'll get nauseous here and there, like very rarely, but it's typically if we don't drink enough water or Brandy has an empty stomach, or sometimes even if I have an empty stomach.
Yeah, or if we stay downstairs too long. I mean, that's kind of a take-in. Like if you're in here and it's rocking, it doesn't matter how easy it is outside. It's like rocking and rolling. It's like I gotta get out of here, especially if it's hot. Yeah. Thanks, John. Thanks, Eric. It's a good stream. Look up for all the instructors scheduling a live stream on YouTube. Wow.
Oh, thanks for
Thanks for that, Libetard. Am I saying that? Libetarded? Libetarded? Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Oh, Soma Devo. He's so sweet. You're so awesome. We love seeing you on here. You've made quarantine more enjoyable. Thanks.
Glad we could help.
Yes, mentioned. You mentioned eating before sailing. Yeah, that's huge for me. And I think there's actually a couple. I think is it Sierra who does it? I think she gets sick if she eats before she sails.
Oh, really?
There's somebody I was talking
different.
to. It's all different.
Sorry, guys. Shaking the table.
But for me, I have to get.
Oona doesn't get sick. I think she'll get a little
lib-tarded.
She pants a little heavy if we're like beating into it, but we just try to get her, like, calm her down and pet her and give her treats.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she does great on the boat though.
Bye, Jim. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, we should.
It is 8:44 here.
We should probably head out. We got 1 minute. When ours says 8:45, we're gonna.
1 minute. Your snorkeling is the best. Oh, thanks, GC. We love snorkeling.
It says, if I enjoy you, you're not libetarded. She's just good. That's awesome.
What song would exemplify your experience the best?
Oh, man, that's a good question. I don't know.
Jeez.
All right, guys.
We'll have to think about that one.
Yeah, we'll think about that. And thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
We hope you're all doing well, and we will see you in our next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Which is Thursday. Bye, guys.